Of World War II veterans from our area are being honored today at the EAA grounds in Oshkosh.
Angela Kelly joins us live with more on the Old Glory Honor Flight. Hi, Ange.
Hi, good morning, guys. Well, the veterans, as you can see, are still working their way inside of this American Airlines jet. It was scheduled to take off at 8 o'clock, but they held a really nice ceremony before the vets even started boarding. They played taps. They also said a prayer, and many people just paid tribute to the men and women who are boarding this plane this morning. I got a chance to talk to one of the vets. His name is Clarence. He lives in Appleton, and he served in the Air Force and made it to, he was in Okinawa. And he's really excited about today's trip, especially to talk with others who went through the same thing he did. And here's what he had to say.
A little mingling with other servicemen, a little looking back at old times, at what we done, where we were any of us at the same place.
And also joining me this morning is Bill. Bill, you're with the Warbirds?
That's correct, Warbirds of America.
And tell us what your role is in all of this.
Well, I acted as a local coordinator through the Honor Flight Network, American Airlines, EAA, Warbirds of America, and the Cincinnati Warbird Squadron. All of those groups pulled together to make this happen today.
Let's just talk person to person about what it was like to be here for that ceremony. I didn't see a lot of dry eyes here when that was happening.
No, it was very emotional, and the one thing that really struck me was one of the veterans was carrying a photograph of a fallen comrade that he'll be placing at the World War II monument today. That really, really hit home.
Why do you think it's so important to get all these organizations to make something like this happen, get them all together?
Well, if you look at the average age of the World War II veterans, they're in their approaching mid-80s, and there's not a lot of time left for the fellows to go out and see the World War II monument. If they haven't seen it yet, the Old Glory Honor Flight Network has really done a fantastic job in making that opportunity available to the veterans, and we thank them for that.
Mm-hmm. We had followed a group of veterans who went earlier this spring on a separate Old Glory Honor flight, and that's some of the video you might be looking at now of these men touring these memorials. What does it feel like to be a part of this, making this happen?
Well, we look at it as we just have a small part in orchestrating the things, and we feel a lot of pride. We understand that the veterans, they're excited, they're anxious about going, and hopefully it'll be something that they'll remember for the rest of their lives. And it's also important to their families, and they're excited about it. Tonight, upon return, there'll be hundreds of family members joining us for the return ceremony.
Yeah, it should be incredible. Thank you so much for talking with us this morning. And all the people that were involved, to make this happen. Even what was really neat to see, members of the UW Oshkosh football team were here, in their big, strong in their uniforms, and they were up there helping some of the vets who might be disabled get onto the plane. So, there are so many people who came together to make this happen, and like I said earlier, I don't think there's a dry eye out here during the ceremony before these vets started boarding the plane.
Yeah, they'll have a great day ahead of them, too. Thanks, Angela.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ange.